Right, Manuel, here we have a superb 3500 GT in a very nice shade of grey.
Yeah, so when I joined in, the car just came back from the paint shop. I've seen the condition before on pictures. There was a bit of rust and some bits were rotten. So the body shop did good work and rebuilt it quite nicely. When I joined in, the car was painted, and then we started to prepare the car to go to get the interior done. What we do there is we put the wiring in there, make sure that everything, the seats and all what you need for cover up with the leather is prepared for
And the wiring loop?
Oh, that's a freshly new made one. We have done that here in the workshop.
Made in-house? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you did the whole job of getting the car to this stage. What was the most difficult part of the process?
There are a few things they are sort of struggling. Sometimes the parts, you take them apart, like for example, like the light switch.
Yeah.
It's a very small part, but you have to go into the detail. You take it all apart, yes. all small contacts, right. You clean it up nicely, and this takes patience and passion, a lot of passion, because you want to go into the detail, make it perfect. Other challenges, big challenge is always the windscreen, which is different on every Maserati you get. So it's never the same size. You always have to take your time and put it in nicely, and yeah, so this is one intense step on the whole process. And
we see something interesting here in the trunk, that you have beautifully remade trunk lining.
This was a committed working with a specialist. We do the interior together, and we've been discussing about how we're going to do this and how it would look like, because we were doing some research and found out that it actually looked like this, and it took quite a while to actually get the exact same pattern back onto the interior.
No, this is beautiful. This is really, really nice. Now, can you show us the engine, please?
Yes, of course.
Now, Manuel, in what sequence have you gotten an empty engine bay to this stage?
We take off the bonnet to have enough space to put the engine in. You put the engine in, of course there are no carburetors, no exhausting pipes, nothing on it, just the engine by itself. Right. You put it in, you mount it, and then you will start to build sort of around the engine. So one of the first things you do is you put the carburetors on, and then you start with the cooling system, because that takes quite a lot of hoses around it, and it goes all in different directions to the heating as well. Yeah. And that's where you start with the hoses like this, and the thermostat here, the cooler itself, the radiator, and all those sort of things. Before you put the cooler in, a very important thing is to put the front mask in, because this is mounted from the inside. Yes. And there's not enough space to get it done afterwards. Yeah. Before we put the engine in, it was on a testing engine station where we let the engine run and do it first few hours. After we've assembled the whole engine, including the air intake and everything, we will have it for a short run, go back to the garage and start checking the carburetor's adjustment again, because it changes like every minute.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because it's all new, it's all freshened up, and when you start running the engine, it starts like getting used to all like the pistons and the cylinders and everything.
Dance of readjustment.
Exactly, and that'll take a few 100 kilometers until it settles a bit.
Right. So this car is pretty much ready now. It's waiting for its lucky customer.
Yeah, exactly. This car right here has been adjusted perfectly. It has been driven. It has been tested on the road. Now it's ready to be driven and to be picked up by the customer.
Did this car have any peculiarity? Because many of these cars had individual features.
This was actually one car with like electrical windows going up and down in the inside of the thing. Around the engine, it was actually just quite standard. Yeah, I would say.
Beautiful. Do you know the color name?
The color name, I don't have. Sorry.
No, it's a very nice grey because it has some warmth to it. It's not the
It has warmth and a sort of a slightly touch of green in
Yes, I
it.
saw that. Very interesting.
We have a very similar car I've just done before, which had the same grey, but not a green touch, but a blue touch.
Okay.
So that was quite nice to see both cars staying here. The one with the green touch and the one with the blue,
Very
because
subtle, very subtle.
people walked in, they were like, isn't that the same color?